Today we're going to start with the close stance squat. With the squat is our RT exercise. The next exercise, the HIT, is going to be jumping jacks. Now the squat stimulates the largest muscle group in the legs. In fact, it activates your glutes as well, so it's a full lower body exercise. But we're going to consider it quadriceps today because we're going to take a closer stance than normal, taking it about hip width apart, which works the quads on the outer area a little bit more dominantly than the rest of the leg group. So Yulia is going to be going through her first T3 workout, and she's a very, very athletic girl with a lot of skill in the gym, so we're going to see how she takes it today. Yulia is ready for the close stance squat. Now, when we squat in the gym, we have so many different options on how we're going to do this. What our foot position is going to dictate what portion of the leg group that we're working. Now, I find an underworked portion of the legs is the outer quads. And this also gets the hips in line perfectly with the shoulders, and it allows us to use really perfect form on a squat and see our inflexibility of our hips. So Yulia is going to start with 12 repetitions, and following this RT exercise, there will be an HIT exercise of jumping jacks for 30 seconds. Let's go. Let's see her squat. Perfect. Now, as you see, Yulia is going far down. She has a great squat. She's a healthy squat. Her hips are flexible, so she's not being pushed forward, and she's able to keep her weight on her heels. Great squat. Now, when you're going through this exercise, you always want to make sure that you're keeping the pressure on the heels, not rocking too much forward to the toes. That's a different specific exercise, and we're staying away from that today. Good, Yulia, almost at your 12. You got it. So now here we are at the squat rack. Now we just did the first exercise of the lower body and core workout with the close stance squat using dumbbells. Now ladies, I want this to be something that you register in the head and remember without being afraid of the word squat rack. Now when people think squat rack, they think of bodybuilding. But Yulia has built her body using things such as a squat rack, just like a bodybuilder would do, but of course, we don't have the same diet, we don't have the same exercise intensity and resistance load. So don't be afraid of something like the squat rack bulking you up. You know by now from reading my book that bulking you up involves food. Bulking you up does not involve the specific exercise, okay? So we are going to use this T3 exercise to put on muscle while burning fat, but I do want to show you that the squat rack is something that everybody can benefit from. So if you're at home, use the dumbbells. If you're at the gym, experiment. At least experiment with the squat rack until you get comfortable with it. All right, so here we go. Yulia is going to do her third set using the squat rack for the close grip squat. All right, Yulia? Yes, 12 repetitions. So, this is 15 pounds heavier, about 7 kilos heavier than the dumbbells. So the total load on the muscles is a little greater. Now your feet are nice and close. You know what to do with the breath in, tighten the core, sink down into your full squat. Let's go. There we go. Brilliant. Now Yulia can drop into a squat a little bit faster than the average person because she's so conditioned. She has practiced the squat so many times that this is a movement that her body is very comfortable with. And usually I recommend a tempo of about 2 seconds on the way down or even 3. Yulia is using just under 2, but that's fine for her goals and for her performance level. This is absolutely acceptable. Notice the upright position of the spine even as she's at the full lowered position. She has very healthy flexibility connection between the hips, lower back, and the core. Beautiful. Now, overhead pressing from behind your neck, the squat bar, is not always recommended. So, yes, so what it would be more ideal to do would be simply to keep the bar on your back and walk into the rack and hang it up. But I admire your extra workout. Very nice. So we're going to skip the portion where we do the HIT because we have a lot of work to do today with Yulia. And at home, of course, you're going to be doing the resistance training, or at the gym, sorry, resistance training followed by the HIT, and 3 sets, always 3 sets. Today we're showing you 2, but 2 is not enough to adequately stimulate the muscle growth or enough metabolic demand to have you really burn the fat. 3 sets minimum of each exercise. All right, guys, so now we're going to move on to the next, and we're going to show you exactly what that is.